you bend the sides in acoustic building is you get a hot iron and you heat it up and you spritz it with water and you use the heat and the steam to bend it into the shape. I've done it before on stream, but I've been focusing more on my electric guitars this year than acoustics. But Bumstead's been doing acoustics. He just finished one. But yeah, that's how you do it. Joe Fever is another guy. He's working on an acoustic right now. And he made his own side bender out of a pipe and a heat gun. So it's totally doable to kind of make that equipment yourself. Joe Fever is doing he wants to do more acoustic stuff, but right now he's working on a ukulele build. And he's pretty much just working out of his room. So it's and Bumstead is doing electrics now, but he just finished an acoustic build. He does acoustics as well. Hey, Madarek Quetal. I don't even know if I got that right. Madrequetal. I don't know if I got that, but thank you for that follow. Yes, you have to steam it. You steam it first before you bend it. Yeah. It's a process, but it's actually kind of fun. It's an interesting process to bend the wood, but that's how you get the shape. You kind of pull it around the iron. It will bend. Yeah, so Bumstead is saying for a first acoustic build, you can purchase a kit with the sides already formed. So you can get a kit. A kit is a good way to start out because you see how all the pieces fit together. Then you can start figuring out how to fabricate more of the stuff yourself. But doing kit builds is a good way to kind of just, these are all the pieces and this is how they go together. Yes, with some ukuleles, I've done some maple ukuleles and I found that they didn't, it's not that they sounded bad, but they didn't really have the sound that I liked with them. I like more bassy, low sounds. I find those sound better with ukuleles. Though you can use maple, it's fine. They're just more bright. The wood, it makes a big difference on the sound of it. So I've done ukuleles out of maple, walnut, rosewood, padauk, mahogany, like so many different woods. I've tried cherry, and I definitely like the sound of rosewood and walnut and mahogany. I haven't done one of koa, which is kind of strange, over the woods that are more bright. So it's more about the woods, but if you build it properly with those woods, you can get the tone that you want. Just keep that in mind. But yeah. The wood fibers get bendy when wet and hot. Yeah, like it will, basically you can use the heat to conform the shape, and then you steam out the water, and then as it dries, it'll dry into that and cool down into that new shape. So you bend the shape and then you put it in a mold and clamp it into the mold and just leave it overnight, and then it will just harden into that shape. What's going on, Nifty? I'm just sanding my F hole. You know me. Just sanding my F hole. Yeah. A kit build is definitely a good way to start, and that's what Bumstead started out doing as well. if you want to teach yourself, Will here, who's sitting over here, he started, how did you start? You took a class.
I took a class with Meredith.
Yeah, so Will's first build was a class. Now, I would also recommend taking a class. If you really are serious about guitar building, it's really nice to have someone show you how to do it. It eliminates a lot of trial and error. You just learn the right way to do it, and somebody shows you, you know?
You'll save a lot of time and money. Like it seems expensive paying to take a class with someone, but then if you're just like hacking at it on your own, you're gonna mess up way more of the steps. Like
you'll get it done sooner, and it'll probably be a better quality to do it in a class. I know not everyone has access to classes depending on the area they're in, but if you do know someone locally who does do classes is a really good way to learn. You can learn from videos, but it's trial and error. It's just so much better to have somebody right there and be like, do it this way because of this. It's not the only way to do it, but it just means your build will go smoother, and then you kind of are like, oh, okay, I get it. Especially, it depends on the way you learn too. Some of us, like, I was really into model building as a kid. So a kit build wouldn't be intimidating to me. I'm used to looking at plans and being like, oh, okay, this is how it glues together. Some people aren't like that. They're like, show me the thing, and they have to do the process and just work through the process and kind of repetition do it. So